It's a weird vibe.
Hey weirdos, it's me. I'm back. So in this episode of Cooking with Ketan, we are going to make this honeycomb candy or toffee, whatever it's called. And I saw this on I saw this on Reels, and I find it pretty easy to make. Before looking for any recipe, I always see if it's easy to make or not, because who wants to spend 3 hours in the kitchen when it's this hot, right? So this is a really simple recipe, and it only requires like 4 ingredients, and I've written all of those ingredients in this diary, and hopefully I will not forget these 4 ingredients. Let's get started. So for this recipe, we're just going to be needing this small pan, half cup of sugar, some honey, some water, and some baking soda. That's all we need. So first I'm going to add this half cup of sugar inside of that pan, and then we're going to add just 2 tablespoons of water, and then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey in it. And now we're going to take this pan and put it on the stove. So I just put it on the stove, and it looks disgusting right now, but I hope it turns out good. We're just gonna hope for the best. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to keep stirring it up, and we're going to wait till it turns golden brown. So after stirring it for about 2 minutes, all of the sugar and all of the other stuff has melted, and it is turning golden brown now. And now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda in it. And now I added the baking soda in it, and now it's starting to rise, which is a good thing. And we're gonna let it rise for quite some time, and we're gonna keep stirring it up till everything melts and rises up. After stirring it for 1 minute, this is the color we've got, and this is exactly how we want it to be. And now we're going to transfer it to a parchment paper or aluminum foil. So as you can see, it has risen up, and this angle looks so disgusting. And now we're going to just transfer it before it hardens, because it hardens so quickly, so we need to be fast. So we're going to transfer this into the aluminum foil. I'm using this aluminum foil because I don't have parchment paper at home. So if you have parchment paper at home, you should use that. Make sure not to touch the pan or the spoon or whatever spatula you're using, because this shit is hot. So the pan is really messy now, and I would have to clean that before my parents come home, or else so we're going to just let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. Until then, I'm going to just go and make some reels, and I'm going to clean that pan, and I'm going to clean the counter, and I'm going to clean everything before my parents come home, because I don't want them to see what I've done. You know what I mean. Okay, so something happened. So I was making a reel, and I did not have a ketchup bottle at home, so I was using this Rosa bottle instead of that ketchup bottle. And for making that video, I had to like tap it on the back, and when I tapped it on the back, the cap of this bottle just came out, and
cut the cameras.
And I cleaned all of this up, but there's still some evidence over here which I don't want my parents to see, so I'm just going to remove it.
Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
Okay, so I checked the candy after 30 minutes, and it was not ready. So I rewatched the video, and then I realized that I was supposed to put the candy away for at least 1 to 2 hours. And so I waited 1 to 2 hours. It's 5 p.m. now. I started at 1 p.m. It's been a lot of time, definitely, for sure. And let's see if it's ready or not. Okay, so it still looks wet. It's definitely hard for sure, but it still looks wet. And I looked it up on Google and it says that it's wet because of the humid temperature. So I guess there's nothing we can do about it. But the texture is great, so I'm gonna try it anyways. So let's do the taste test. So we're gonna break it first. So I'm gonna drop it from a height and see if it breaks or not. So the foil actually stick to the bottom of this candy, and it took me a while to separate it from the candy. So I definitely not recommend using aluminum foil. If you have parchment paper at home, just use that, but don't use aluminum foil. NANI? It's a lot sticky and chewy, and I guess it's because of the humid temperature and because it's still wet. Maybe if I'll put this for like a few more hours in the fridge and let it dry, maybe it will become great. But for now, the taste is great, but the texture is not that great. So I would give it a 6 out of 10. It was pretty good, but it was not that good. You know what I mean? And that is all we have for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this cooking session with me. And my hands are now sticky and sugary because of that, and I'm gonna go wash my hands. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in my next video, but till then, stay weird.